set it back on top shelf, right? Had real sugar on it, real sugar. That is fine. All I want from this, honestly, is just to beat the talisman. If you beat the talisman and it's around with the others, I'll be okay with it. I'll be okay with it. As long as it beats the talisman, that is all I'm asking for. I don't expect to be number one. Oh my gosh, that toast had a completely different twang. Welcome again on another episode on Viva Enthusiast. Big shout out to my fellow aficionados, connoisseurs, and of course enthusiasts. And today, friends, is the last episode of the year, and who knows, maybe ever, on Viva Enthusiast. I just want to shout out as well a big, happy holidays and celebration time for you guys. This time of year. It's it's holiday season, whether you celebrate the festive holidays or you're going to celebrate the brand new year 2022 that we've got coming up. And I just got to say that 2021 for me, within this lovely hobby that we have and all share, has been utterly fantastic. It really has. There has not been any, it literally has been just phenomenal. The things I've experienced, the year what we've had has just been utterly fantastic. We have sampled so many things, New World, obviously predominantly Habanos, and it has just been literally fantastic. Now obviously as we come to the end of the year, I thought it was only well for me to sport my lovely ascot tie and what I love to tell the time with. The only best way to look at the time, you just look at your cufflinks and say that is a time. So guys, as you know, as I'm looking at my cufflinks right now and the clock is ticking, you know what that means. Oh yeah, it's Viva time, and Viva time means cigar time. So guys, please enjoy, and I just had to end the year on this unbelievable, splendid, impeccable delight of a beautiful sample that we're gonna have, and I'm gonna share with you guys today. So guys, enjoy this review, and once again, happy holidays and happy new year to you all. Viva. Today we will be reviewing the Cohiba Behike 52, also known as the BHK 52, and this was a 2010 release and is a Legito number 4. This was a special new production vitola constructed by Habanos, especially for the Behike line. They also have the 54 and 56. This 52 that we're reviewing today is a 4 5/8 inch length by 52 ring gauge. What is special about the Behike is their production, which incorporates the Medio tiempo leaf. Now this leaf is very rare. 2 leaves that sit at the top of a plant. So it goes on top of the ligero, and these leaves are in fact left on by habanos. So once they've harvested all of the leaves from the plant, they leave those two special Medio tempio leaves, if they have good quality, for another 2 weeks under the sun-grown shade on the muslin cloths to stay growing within the sun for another 2 weeks. And then because it's higher than ligero and it gets the more sun, it is known for its pronounced significant strength and power. And due to this, it takes an extra special fermentation from Cohiba of this leaf. As you can see, these cigars come in black lacquered boxes with the name bearing Cohiba Behike. On the side as well, it has the vitola that it is, and it also comes in a lovely, fantastic BHK Cohiba cloth wrap. This is the 4th line by Cohiba under the classic siglo, the linea classica, linea siglo, the Cohiba Maduro, and of course now the Cohiba Behike. This Behike has an absolutely stunning band. It really is amazing to see with the naked eye, and it sports an absolutely impeccable wrapper. Close up it shows a lot more the veins and so forth, but from not so close up it is impeccable in clean and tidy seams and veins. As you can see from here, it sports a beautiful pigtail, which is a favourite of mine and will be used during smokage, and has tidy double cap, which I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick up. Now the aromas on this wasn't so much for me. I was only getting tobaccos, a bit of grass and some tea. The foot had an absolutely beautiful aroma of barnyard and hay. So guys, we are lit. As you can see, we are lit. I haven't taken the pigtail off yet. I haven't cut it. I'm going to take it off now, just like the talisman. Lit it first, and then now before I take it off, I have to say I had to quickly go out, and when I came back into the vicinity, the aroma of the way this was burning, because it was burned off the match, was just utterly fantastic. It really was a fantastic, it was sort of like a char grilled sort of aroma. It was just phenomenal. Reminds me a little bit of the Esplendidos, which had an absolutely beautiful burning aroma that was going on. One thing I want to make note of is that the temperature here has gone up a good couple of degrees in the last hour or so. It's literally just ramped up, so I am expecting a bit of a funny burn. I am expecting it because you know, I'm expecting to be a bit temperamental because of that. But if it is, you know, I'm going to be fair enough with the scoring. So cap is twisted. Let us sample the Cohiba Behike 52. There we go, guys. Oh my gosh, that toast had a completely different twang. It started off like a normal the robustos toast, the coro toast, and then it just completely turned a complete different angle and went off with that Cohiba profile. Oh my gosh, that is a phenomenal opening. Oh, so soft and succulent, and it's creamy ground black peppers. It's got a bit of chili there, maybe a tiny bit of cayenne as well. That Cohiba twang of that grass and cedars. It's got a little bit of that toast that I was saying. The way it marinates and marries around. The draw is solid. Obviously, it is really solid here. It is a solid pack here, and it's really solid here. It's not plugged at all. Not necessarily tight, but obviously, you know, I've done pigtail. I haven't cut it off, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit more tighter. But it's fine. It's a bit of an effort. You know, people like Usman from Cigar Rants would like that draw. He lacks a lot of resistance. He would love that. It's totally fine. That output is beautiful. It's got a lovely pepper and spice that comes in with the draw and gives you a little kick, but it doesn't kick and scream all over and take away everything else. It just kicks for that moment you get it, and then it just lets the whole Cohiba twang and the grassy flavours and so forth come forward. Wow. Lovely whitish grey. Wow. You know, even if this doesn't be number one, that is fine. All I want from this, honestly, is just to beat the talisman. If it beats the talisman and it's around with the others, I'll be okay with it. I'll be okay with it. As long as it beats the talisman, that is all I'm asking for. I don't expect to be number one. I did actually make a comment when I did the Rafael Gonzalez 88. And that was so superb. That is leading the channel at the moment. I did make a comment that I didn't think even Behike, you know, I don't think the Behikes will beat this. And I just made that comment because I just thought, you know, sometimes my time experience with top class cigars just don't work well. The whole edition Attire program, as you know, we did in the previous month, and the talisman, which you would have hopefully seen recently, which is a recent video, just, you know, isn't that great for me. I just, every edition I've had, there's just been a whole load of hype, and I've had so much better regular productions, but this so far starting is just kicking that way out of the talisman at the moment. Superb start. Grassy flamings cream. It's so soft. It's not even cream, it's like cotton. Like rich silk. It's like silk. You know when you feel silk, oh my gosh, it's so smooth. The smoothness of it. It's just something else. It comes like a, I can only give this to my duvet. I know off topic, but I always sleep with a heavy tog duvet. It doesn't matter what time of year. I like a thick, creamy 14.5, 15 tog duvet. That's what I like all year round. Winter, summer, doesn't matter. It's 50 degrees. I still want my 15, 14.5 tog duvet. That's what I sleep with, and it's so dreamy and comfy that like I was talked to by the Wired Churchill. The Wired Churchill gives you that hug and duvet. You know, you're trying to sit back and you do that, but this doesn't necessarily give you that. But it's the way it delivers that pepper and stuff. It's so soft and suckling. It's like rich Egyptian cotton and silk, the feel of it, like through your mouth, that's how it feels like, is phenomenal. Honestly, like I'm not bullshitting, I'm not even trying to hype this up. You know me already, I don't hype up anything. And this told us I would have hyped it up and I didn't. So yeah, what a delivery. Retro is exactly the same, exactly the same. Now he's opened up a little bit more. That Cohiba twang and Cohiba grass is predicate at the moment of the most dominating flavour now. It's now taking centre stage and it's now saying, I want to give you Cohiba-esque flavours. Amazing start, guys. Amazing, amazing start. I will come back with you later and let you know how me and the BHK 52 get along. Catch you in a moment. See the burn ash, really nice and thick, beautiful. The end of that third, the peppers and spice calmed down. That Cohiba grass, you know, really took flavour and took predominant force. That earth came in and relaxed. Starting off the second third, the earth has come in. Now what it is like, it's more of a generic earth, dash and nutmeg, but it's more like generic earth. Then that pepper spice comes back in, but the way it comes back in, it doesn't sort of barge and push and try to take center stage. It just, you know, it just comes in, it enters, it plays its hand, and after playing its hand, that grassy Cohiba twang which left at the end of the first word has now come back in and it finishes off, you know, it finishes off the draw. It's beautiful. I do think the ash should probably just limit it a little bit. I might do a quick little roll. I just want a little bit more from the draw. I mean, no issues at all on construction. I'm not gonna. It's just obviously I might just put a little rod and thing, but very whitish grey. There's a bit of a better, cleaner look to the ash. That side, as you can see, is quite messy, but this one is now building, you know, it's building its tower block. This is a lovely cigar. Not major things going on right now, but it's very pleasant and lovely at the moment. The retro really ends off with that earth and ground pepper and spice. It really does. This is special, something special. So I will come back to look at that tower just before I go. Look at that tower, guys. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful that is. So I will come back to you guys and I'll let you know how we get on. Friends, we are here, right, this last third, wrapping up second third. It was pretty much earthy flavours and that peppermint spice come back in. And I have to say the strength has kicked up some notches. For me, it was pretty much a mild cigar up until midway, second, third, and then bang, it's starting to come. That nicotine hit has also started to come as well. I can feel it hitting around. Not that it's worrying me, but I can feel it hitting around, and the strength obviously has picked up. It went from a mild cigar to mild to medium full, you know, heavy medium full, but solid medium to heavy medium full, depending on what your preference is. Now as we get to this last third, it stayed very consistent, very consistent, but better than a Talisman in that it stayed consistent, but it's intriguing still, you know what I mean? It's still entertaining you. So that earth is now very it's a mix between generic and allspice, earth. Then it comes with a ground black pepper and some spicy flavors. It's like a ground white and black pepper and a touch of spice. It doesn't have that duvet smoothness now. It just comes along quite nicely, but doesn't have that duvet smoothness. And the end is that grassy flavors. Now it's not necessarily Cohiba grass. It's just like a bit more of a generic grassy flavor. Not quite fresh grass, but it's near enough. It's not like that mature grass. You know, I was saying to you on the Talisman, it's more of a bit more of a fresher note than that, but not as quite as a fresh as a Rostos or Siglo 3 or 6. But at the end of that grassy note comes a leathery note too. So let's just see how we get on. Very spicy now, actually very spicy. That ground pepper is quite shooting now. That ground black pepper really takes center stage and really shoots out now. More than the earth, actually. I'm getting it more than the earth. That leather note tails off a dash of grass on the end of the draw. See if I can get any retro. The retro brings a lot more of that grassy flavour through, that grassy and earthy flavour through the nose more than the draw at the moment. Well, while we're here, let's see. Let's do a band test. Now the band I could pretty much slide this off, but I don't want to rip the wrapper. So just going to see, I don't know if you can see that a little bit there. So we're just going to take it off there. Oh, it's going to do that annoying thing where it will rip one bit and not the other. Now, see if I can get a bit more warm in the glue there. It's going to do that annoying bit where it will take off, but that little bit just won't take off. It does that alright, guys. We'll just have to do it like that. There we go. Just rip that little piece off. So the BHK band comes with that symbol. The camera will pick it up too well. I'm looking at the camera. Comes with that symbol on the band, and that is the band. Now they all come a bit differently. All BHKs come a little differently, but that is what the band looks like. This is a real one. I know the bottom. Some people say, "Oh, the alignment." On this one, there were quite a few batches in BHK where the actual BHK alignment isn't quite central. As you can see, some of them that I have this sort of bit more of a bottom alignment, and some of them have more of a, you know, the original middle alignment. Yeah, so that's a natural thing that happens with the printers. This is bought from a very reputable company, so there's no way this is fake. And I've actually seen the invoice for this BHK from that company, so I know that is fake. Because I did question, not that they were fake, I just asked, oh, a bit of a different alignment there, but it's all fine and fair. So yeah, that's where we're at. Let's give you one more before we roll off. draw is good. The output is good. The earthy and grassy flavours really mix in really well, don't they? Really mixes in well. That pepper and spice are just halted for a moment now. It's there, but it's just not taking that centre stage like it just did a moment when I came on air. It's just sort of calmed down at the back now. So it does play around a lot between the flavours of which one it wants to dominate first. But yeah guys, I'm going to go a bit more to the nub and I'll wrap up to you at the end and let you know what comes on. At the nub. Strong smoke. I'm going to reiterate two things to you. Two things. With cigars in general, one of them. The other one just with Cohiba in general. Now firstly, I learnt my lesson with the Robustos. Patience is key. Pretty much had this score in my mind already wrapped up of the numbers I was going to put down. Patience is key, my friends. With Cohiba, patience is key. This last third has transformed from a very good, great cigar to just utter, outstanding, exceptional, exquisite. Number one in the channel. You're looking at number one. No bullshit. You know me already. I don't bullshit. We had the Edition Limitados. We had the Talisman. They weren't 25 cigars. I'm going to wrap up some quick notes that I wrote down because there's just so much going on that what happened in this last third. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture and leave it for you so you can that I put on the blog of that third bit, so you can actually read what's going on. Because obviously I might just get too excited and not explain this well. So you can read the whole 2 paragraphs of what is going on. What a way to end a year of cigars and the channel. What a way to close the show for 2021. No trolling, no bullshit. So that earthy flavour, remember I was telling you just like it was a bit generic and allspice. It was very consistent and good. It just evolved. When I say evolved, it evolved. It went from being like good here, just, you know, the flavour was great, to just wham. It just, the flavour intensity went from like a 70, 75 to like a 95. It just came out so strong. and it wasn't bitter strong or hard. It was just so beautiful. Oh my god, it was allspice, and it was generic. It mixed and molded between the two. Oh my gosh, the way it just mixed and molded between the two was just something else. Something else. I've got turbo boost here. It was like, if you're a car man, think of a small car. I don't know, let's say Honda Civic. And if you know, if you're in the modifying scene, you know about precision turbo, yeah? Think of a precision turbo 72, 76, like a big whopper turbo on a small little displacement car. You know, you're gonna, if it's tuned right and you've got the right components, it is gonna make serious power. You know, a little 100 brake, precision and you know, like I said, the supporting mods and components, and you can make 700, 5 to 7 to 1,000 brake horsepower plus. That is what this Cohiba has had in the last third. It was literally hanging around 23s, I would say, good solid 23s. And then all of a sudden, that last third, I told you patience. I thought, no, not going to vlog it. I'm going to wait to the last end. Like I said to you, I learned from my Coro mistake. Don't do it too early, because the last time I did it early, the Coro, I was like, oh, it's changing. I need to come back. I did that, and I might just take one more puff and close it. And I'll put it down there now. And it just literally just took a massive turbo boost. Massive turbo boost. That Cohiba grassy note came in, and it came with that Cohiba twang. So it wasn't just a grassy note, it was a grassy note and the Cohiba twang all came back in. We had from the early first third, it just came back in with that grass, and the way it just moulded and it just melted all together. It was just caramelizing all together in with that earth. Oh my gosh, it was sensational.
Sensational.
The output just went wham as well. The output was just good, and you know, it was thick. It just went boom, started oozing out. Silo freestyle, just oozing out. It was just like, wow. Like, I haven't put any flame to this. I literally hadn't put any flame to it for it to, you know, like, you know, when you put some flame for it, you know, it gives a kick. No, it just decided, nope, it's push. It's let me know this is not no 23 cigar. This is top of the range premium class, right? This is top of the top, as we say back home, top shelf, right? Had real sugar on it, real sugar. Output ramped up. Creamy cedar flavour came back in, which I hadn't seen from the early days. Creamy cedars came back in. In the midst, it was like an earth. So it had that generic earth with that allspice, and they were mixing. Then that creamy cedars sat in with that Cohiba twang and grassy notes. Oh, it was beautiful. Peppers, Cohiba twang, and then out of nowhere, it just brought biscuit and vanilla nuances. I was taking, I was like, this is biscuit. And then that vanilla just started coming in. Vanilla just came in the midst of that creamy cedars. That creamy cedars, then it came with that, no, sorry, it was like vanilla. Sorry, it was that biscuit flavour first. That biscuit flavour came in. And then it mixed with that vanilla and creamy cedars. It was just lovely. So you had earth. Yeah, there's allspice and earth battling out. And as it went on and it transitioned, it just came through creamy cedars and vanilla, and then it just came, that Cohiba twang just kind of covered. It was like a cloud, like a mushroom cloud, just covered it, took that in, mixed with it, and then it just came out with like a rainfall at the end. And then it just completely transformed to shortbread, vanilla shortbread, shortbread biscuit. No, it was literally like a very bready shortbread biscuit note, mixing in with that vanilla, and then just out of nowhere again, nut just came in. Shortbread biscuit just came with a nut. It was, I would say, with that shortbread biscuit, what is that biscuit? Amaretto. There we go. I haven't got it in the blog and the notes, but I'm telling you now, because now I'm thinking about it. amaretto biscuit. That shortbread, beautiful, sweet biscuit note with the vanilla. It mixed with that nut. It was like an amaretto. Just came out of nowhere and just walloped its way and was the dominating flavour. And it just carried on. And it reminded me so much of the Raphael 88. And I'm really gutted you can't see the Raphael 88 review, because that is the #1 in the channel. Head to head of the Britannicas. Please read the blog of that review. It was the Raphael Gonzalez 88 Regional Asian Pacifico versus the La Groya Britannicas Gran Britannia, original for Great Britain. Obviously they're both Britannicas, 48 ring gauge by, I can't remember, 5 3/8 or something. Fantastic cigars, both of them in my top 6, I think, if I'm not wrong. But the Raphael 88, the nut flavour was just, if I can put that clip up now of what I said in that review, I'll put it up now. This is the winner right here. I can't see how the LGC is going to better this. I genuinely don't. And yes, I had the LGC before. I had the, literally was like the very first one I had was on the blog. It was like the 1st of January. It's had a lot more time to develop. I just can't see how it's going to beat this. Like from its initial profile, I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm even going to go as far to say I don't even think my Behikes are even going to touch this. Like, unless having that Raphael, now Clay said, I don't think even the Behike will beat this. Because that's how good that flavour was. It was just, guys, it was phenomenal. Honestly, it was just absolutely phenomenal. And I didn't think it was going to beat it until that. I was like, yeah, they're about the same level. They're about the same level. And then that nut flavour and amaretto flavour just came in, and I was like, oh my gosh, man, this is just beating it. It just topped it to a different level. You know, there's just levels in each game, wherever you're in, you know, if you're in sports stuff, there's just levels. There is just levels. And the Behike just went another level above. It literally just went another level above and showed me why it's premium class. And the last note, I don't know if you can see that. What does it say at the bottom? Patience is key. That is my notes that I tried to put for the last third. Like I said, I will put up the screenshot of what I put in the last 2 paragraphs of the blog for you right now. So guys, as we close the show and close the year, and possibly also we close the channel as well, this could be the last ever review for you, I've closed it with the Cohiba Behike 52. Oh yes, like I said, I didn't get to read what I was saying to you before, what I want to reiterate. 62% with Cohibas. Patience is key, #1. With any cigar, especially Cuban. Patience is key. Just let it go a little bit longer. Just let it go a little bit longer before you wrap up your thoughts. Just let it go a little bit longer. Let it go a little bit longer. And secondly, with Cohiba, especially with Cohiba, 62% relative humidity. Get 62% on your Cohibas. Game changing for me. The scores, guys, you know me, there's no such thing as perfect. Yeah, there's no such thing as perfect. Unfortunately, this is the score, and I just can't put a fault in it, because even if there was a fault, burn, transition, you can see I've scratched out parts where I originally scored something and then it just, like I said, levels. What does it say there? Wow. Across the board, 5s. And I'm not saying this because it's the last in the channel and it's a Behike. As I said, you guys know me already. I don't talk bullshit. We've done additional mentados, we've done other big boy cigars, and they performed good, performed alright. Some of them terrible. I didn't give nowhere near the score. 5 out of 5, 5 across the board, 25 out of 25. Truly, is the #1 in the channel. It beats the Esplondidos. The Esplondidos is just another class. Fantastic. Fantastic. I do believe for now I have this Behike, 54 would be good. And the Medio tempo, as I said, the Medio tempo leaf is about the size and length of 54 ring gauge. So the 54 has it all incorporated. The 56 obviously has it incorporated, but 56 is much longer and bigger, so it's losing out on the Medio tempo. The 52, now I'm going to make this point, and I don't actually know, so don't quote me if this is, but just on my preference, the original batch from 2010s, yeah, they were meant to be very mild medium, you know, nice tender. I don't believe they really fully utilized the whole Medio tempo within that blend. Now, either two things: either the Medio tempo plant, you know, the plant that's grown, and the Medio tempo leaf of that has just got so much stronger through conditions and climate where maybe it was a bit more hotter, or they left it extra for more than 2 weeks, or Habanos have decided they're going to incorporate more Medio tempo and the full Medio tempo leaf within the Behike 52, because a lot of people have said, you know, these recent batches from like 2018 upwards have been really full flavored, very peppery and spicy. The first half of it was pretty mild to me. I found it really pretty mild. I didn't really see what that I didn't really see that intensity in that sense. And then the second half just ramped. The strength has gone up, the nicotine has gone up, and the intensity of that has really gone up. It has really gone up. So maybe Habanos have decided to incorporate more of that Medio tempo within the Behike 52, just 52 I'm talking about, within that blend. I'm not too sure. Or maybe they're leaving the leaves a little bit longer than 2 weeks before they take it off the plant and then harvest it, or just the climate that it was from these batches. The plant itself has just grown so much more stronger that you know, it's why it's a lot more intense. I don't personally know. I'm not sure if really anyone really deep down knows. Only the people who grow the plant in Cuba, and you know, Habanos and Cohiba officials will really know the truth of that. But guys, I just got to say, what a way to wrap up the year. And you know, I just want to end again. The Cohiba Behike has scored the best #1 rated out of my 5 out of 5/25 altogether, when you add it up, etc. 25 rated 25 score rated cigars of the year. It has scored the highest. It's pipped the Rafa Gonzalez right at the last turn. It's pipped it. And you know, I didn't do this as a coincidence. You know, it's just performed great on the day for me. It really has. So yeah guys, again, please like, share and subscribe. And if you see us again in 2022, you know, you're welcome to join us again if I come back and bring some more stuff to you. If not, just get in touch if you have anything to get in touch. And hopefully, you know, maybe some of you viewers out there and some of you people, I can maybe meet you guys in 2022 and we can all come up with a good little smoke and stuff. So again guys, please like, share, subscribe, and have a lovely, happy holidays, festive season, and happy new year from us again. Viva Enthusiast.